So, buying the right company is as important as buying it at the right price. We use valuation ratios to evaluate the pricing of the company. You can use your own equity research assistant, ticker by Finology, at ticker.finology.in to analyze stocks just like us. Now, let us start with a very simple company, Hindustan Unilever Limited, whose products we use on a very day to day basis. So, Hindustan Unilever Limited or HUL is a FMCG company. FMCG stands for fast moving consumer goods. So, these companies produces goods that are sold quickly and are available for a very low cost like shampoos, soaps, etc. So, HUL is the biggest FMCG company in India. Let us start with the PE ratio. PE stands for price to earnings ratio. To understand this, we will have to understand what is earnings per share. Now consider this. There is a shop earning 100 rupees every year. That is, the net profit of the shop is rupees 100. The net profit, right? And it is run by four partners having equal share. So the number of shares of the company, the number of shares of that shop will be 4. So this shop is earning 100 rupees which is distributable among 4 shares. Thus the earning per share of the shop is rupees 25. That means every shareholder of the shop will earn rupees 25. This is the concept of earning per share. So for HUL, EPS stands for rupees 28 approximately, and EPS is calculated by dividing the net profit of the company with the number of shares of the company. So check this. If I have to buy a share of HUL, I can get it for approximately rupees 2100, while my share every year from the profits will be around rupees 28. Now this brings us to the P ratio. P ratio simply means how many times of earnings per share are we paying to buy one share of that company. So suppose if the EPS is 28 and the share is also available for rupees 28, that means we are giving it a PE of 1. The PE which is equivalent to its 1 year of earnings. But the price which is at 2100 rupees right now will be divided by the E component of the formula, that is rupees 28, to calculate the PE ratio, that is currently it is around 68 times. So this means that the market is ready to pay 68 times what the company can earn in 1 year. Now how do we decide that whether a PE of 68 is low or high? Should we buy it or not? Now ask yourself, will you buy a shop for rupees 68 which will earn you rupees 1 every year? Will you put your money into it? So HUL has been increasing its profit every year. Let us see its profit growth graph. Here when you scroll down, here the profit growth graph is visible. In last 3 years, on an average, the company has grown its profit by 13%, while in the last 5 years, it has grown by 9%. Last year, it has grown by 15%. Let us see what has been the historical PE of the company and analyze the trend. So we'll scroll up and find the valuation chart over here. It is available for various spans of time for more than 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 year and 5 year. So when we see the valuation chart for more than 5 years, we see the different trends of PE. So PE was around 31 in March 2014. It was around 39 in September 2016. In December, the P stands at 55. Currently, when I am making the video, the P is around 58. So here we get a brief idea that the company is being traded at a higher P than it used to be in the past. So does that mean that the company is very expensive right now? So we will analyze this by using the growth rate of the company. When we see the profit growth rates, it is clearly mentioned that HUS has increased its profit by 15% in 1 year, while in 5 years it increased by only 9%. So company is showing a higher profit growth which is justifying the higher P. But is it really justified? Is the profit growth by 6% justifying a high P from 50 to 70? For this, we need to check another ratio, that is PEG ratio or the price earnings growth ratio, which is calculated by dividing the PE of the company with the growth rate. Ideally, this ratio should be around 1 or lower than 1, signifying that a high PE of the company is justified with its high growth rate. When we calculate HUL's PEG ratio, it will be around 4 times. As it is already mentioned in the chapter, FMCG companies trade at a higher PE and PEG ratios owing to the fact that we need to use these products irrespective of the market condition. Like in the event of lockdown on account of coronavirus, we would not buy a washing machine or would not go to the movies, but we would definitely use soap, shampoos, and toothpaste. A high PE to HUL is also on the account of the brand name, trust, and goodwill of the company, where investors are willing to pay high market price irrespective of its earning. To get a clear idea, we compare the PE and the PEG ratios of the company with its peers to analyze whether the company is overvalued or not.